Sean, quick turnaround this week. Let's start with Nene McDonald. 3-match loan move, but we've seen him go already. This was something we knew about in advance, and obviously with these kind of things you can't exactly time when it's going to be. The hope was that he would go home after the 3 games, and it's come a little earlier than we hoped. Can you clarify what's happened with Nene?
Yeah, I thought he was going to play against Widnes, but the 3 games would have been sound for us, but he's just come a little bit earlier than we thought, so he's had to go home and see his partner, and we wish him all the best.
And then he'll come back, and then who knows? We'll try and talk to him, see what happens from there on.
Yeah, obviously, we want to wish him and his family the best, and spend some time with them. And then when he comes back, he's still kind of Salford's player, so we'll be keeping tabs on him. I'll be keeping in touch with him and see how we're going on. And if he comes back or when he comes back, then we'll see how it goes. Squad
news elsewhere. Great to see Mo Agoro back in the mix. He's been chomping at the bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's good to have Mo back in the squad, and he's been out for a little while, but he's in real good shape at the moment. He's been training really hard with our S&C head of performance, Andrew Dixon, so yeah, he looks in fine fettle.
So Mo, Danny Craven back in the mix as well, and Marcus Geener in a Championship 21-man squad for the first time. That's some story.
Yeah. We were a bit down on troops a little bit, some bumps and bruises. We had a tough game against Fev. Short turnaround, so yeah, good to have Danny back in, Danny Craven, and then Marcus comes into the 21, which is great for him and his family.
And that adding injury list, we knew about Matty Wildy, Brad Gallagher. That news went out during the week. George Hurst obviously missing this weekend after the head knock that saw Gadwin Springer suspended. Elijah Taylor's working his way back to fitness after his head knock as well. So a couple of head injuries there.
You're raffling off a few there, George. To be fair, I've lost count if I'm being honest. We've got.
You're stretched at the moment.
We're stretched, yeah. So that's why we've asked Dual Reg Wigan Warriors to do us a favour, and we've got 2 lads on loan to come in. One you've already seen before in Tom Farber, and the other one is Lucas Mason, who's an outstanding back row who can play a bit of 13 as well.
Yeah, what can Lucas bring to the party? His dad was some player, Keith Mason, and Lucas showing all the early signs in his career of having everything.
I think it's his attitude, and he's willing to learn and willing to work hard, and he's been playing really well for Wigan in the reserves, and he had a real good pre-season with them, went down, and he's been playing well at London, so just part of his development, and we're happy for him to come and play this week on Good Friday against Widnes.
A word on Widnes then, you're bidding for 5 wins in a row. The game's coming thick and fast, and the opponents are all tough opponents. How dangerous could the Vikings be to your guys this weekend?
Yeah, I don't think the last 2 results reflect how they're playing. They're a good team, especially at home. The 3G, they throw some real good shapes at you, and they've got a good experienced spine with Deck Patton and Gilmore and Fozzard. So yeah, I think a lot will be going through them, and they've got a very good kicking game, so we need to be on point with our D.
And you're targeting just finally mini blocks of games at the moment, and alongside this Wigan game, which I'm sure you want to come through with another positive result, is the visit of Bradford Bulls looming large, which is very exciting. The chance to play a former Super League champion like Bradford, but also sample a Friday night atmosphere at Boundary Park next weekend. What are your early thoughts ahead of that one?
Yeah, probably not been thinking it too much. We have blocked out a little bit. If we had last 3 games we spoke about. All cliche for me is think about this one first, but it'd be good to get Bradford on a Friday night. It's different. Some lads have been used to it playing on Friday nights in Super League, and it's good for the weekend. You get a win, and you're happy as Larry when your family. So it has its pros and cons. You need to get the win first, and obviously we're just thinking about winning this first. But yeah, it'd be good, interesting, and looking forward to following Friday against Bradford. So 2 Friday games.
Good luck at Widnes, Sean.
Cheers, George.